Hi, it's been a while. I'm sorry. I guess a lot of new things, well, not that many new things have happened in my life, and that is my excuse for not making any videos for the small population that do watch them. My girlfriend's gone to uni in Brighton, which is hard, and if I talk about it too much I'll probably tear up. And I've started my new course, driving lessons, blah 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 blah. So you don't want to hear about that stuff, but they are my excuses. Yeah, I had time, but I just got lazy, I guess. So I've got loads of YouTube video ideas and recorded stuff that I need to edit. So I thought I'd try and do a video today that hopefully won't need too much editing and I can upload straight away. Yes, I am in my chill clothes. I am barefaced. I've got a nose piercing ×2. And I'm very chill, as you can see. No, I don't wear contacts usually. I only need these for long distance, but I thought they looked cool, so I'm wearing them. Hope you don't mind. Let's get on with it. I basically want to talk about my sexuality and blah blah blah, and maybe my coming out story, but it's really not that great, and stuff. Yeah, I'm hoping you're looking at me. So the way it happened basically was, I guess I never really, unless they were a skinny emo boy that kind of looked like a girl, not being horrible or anything, but to be quite frank, I guess I did fancy guy celebrities, or at least I thought I did. I liked Robert Pattinson, then there was Brendan Urie from Panic at the Disco, and then there was Andy from Black Veil Brides. Then I realised I'd rather, like, he was my dad, because it's just too awesome. I could never see myself with him. I'd just like to know him being in my family or my uncle or something. He's a bit young for that, but we could give it a go. What'd you say? But basically, the whole thing that threw me pretty much was that I liked my best friend quite a lot, and it was very awkward. I considered them my best friend at the time because obviously I had a huge fucking crush on them, and so I wanted them to be my best friend. But I really wasn't, and if anyone that knows who I'm talking about right now is watching this, it's pretty awkward, but who cares, because it happened and it made me who I am today. Basically, yeah, I had a friend who I was like, this is not right, I want to kiss them. Why is this happening to me? And I was very immature growing up. I didn't mature at the same rate as everyone else, so I got all lovey-dovey and did weird things for them and thought that I could make them like me. It wasn't gonna work out. They were very, very straight and still are very, very straight. Yeah. I think what I liked about them was the fact that I just thought they were super awesome, and they were quite independent, and I like that, you know, someone that can do their own thing. I kind of like a motherly kind of example. I don't know what I'm saying. I kind of like that independent side in people, because I'm really not. So I know that they can look after me. And they were very much so like that, and I was very young and naive and yeah, and obviously I used to think about if they like me back, and I was like, this isn't right, oh my god, I am fantasizing about being with a girl, this is so wrong. And I'd never really thought about gayness, I don't think I was against it, because obviously there's great men that are gay, like Alan Carr, and that's the first person that came to mind, and Paul O'Grady and all those great people, but I never really thought about lesbians, because there was no one to really look up to in the media that I thought, so I'd never really, I knew it was there, but yeah. So being my dramatic and impulsive self, I was like, oh my god, I have to tell everyone. Like, it'd been a long time coming, you know, but I felt like it was a weight on my shoulders. I was like, I don't feel like me. I need to let everyone know my true self. That's what I felt. And I thought Facebook was the easiest way to do that. And so I wrote some cheesy status, because I thought I was bi at that time, which I probably still am, but we'll go into that. And I wrote a status, and surprisingly, I don't get nervous about things, but I was fucking nervous. I was bricking it once I'd written that. Like, at the time I was like, oh yeah, this is fine, and then when I thought about it and it was there for everyone to see, I was like, and yeah, I got shit the next day. There was so many supportive people that liked the comments, and then there were those stupid people that were like, oh my god, maybe she fancies me. And this was like a really horrible, ugly girl saying that, so I was just like, what are you saying? And I never really, you know, really cared what everyone thought. Well, I did to an extent. You're going through your teenage years, you do care, but that day I was so self-conscious and so fucking scared. And then some dickhead was in my catering, and they used to come up to me as a joke because they thought it was fucking hilarious. And they would be like, are you a lesbian? And at that time, I was just coming to terms with the fact that maybe I really liked girls. Because I always told everyone, if they asked me, oh yeah, but I like boys more, you know, don't worry. But really, no, that wasn't the case. And they were really ruining my my self-confidence, and I remember I was literally about to tell everyone I think I'm straight up lesbian. Like, I don't know, like, I started fancying my girlfriend. I don't know, did I? I don't know. But anyway, basically one day, we'd got to, must be in year 11. 10, year 11. One of those two, we got to sit in the park. We no longer had to be inside the school building during lunch. And so we went to the park, and these group of girls who some of the people in this group I used to be friends with, but everything had kind of gone wrong in that kind of sense, and they'd called me over, and you know, they just broke me. They all they said was, are you a lesbian? And they all laughed, and it was fucking funny, and it was fucking hilarious. But that destroyed me, because, you know, I thought I was starting to know myself, and then I realised that people were going to hate me for it, or so I thought. And I just remember being distraught, like, afterwards. It was horrible, and I don't think, unless you've ever been through that, you'll never know what it feels like. But to kind of be unsure about yourself, and then people penalising you before you've even realised what everything means, you're still discovering your feelings, you're back at stage one again when someone does something like that. One of the people in that group have actually talked to me since, which was weird, but they kind of said, you know, you're a different person now, you've matured, and I'm really proud of you for your previous videos, like when I was talking about mental health, and that was really nice. So thank you to that person. But yeah, I still, after liking my friend, I was like, well, what? Because I don't look at these hot girls with big boobs and I'm like, tingles. No. I was more like, I just want to be them. Why do they have to have that body and not me? So I was pretty much like any other girl with bodily insecurities, looking at these girls, and I was just like, why can't I be you? Not more like, can I, no. It wasn't until I met my girlfriend and we started talking and she introduced me to the world of L Word. L Word basically discovered my sexuality for me, because I realised I didn't like girls. I liked, let's just put it out there, I liked the Dykes. I liked the players, the player type, and oh my god. Because at first I didn't think I would ever like Shane as a character. I was so fucking wrong. Because I am obsessed. I'm obsessed. I love that kind of confident silence. That kind of confident silence, someone that's really okay with their sexuality, they're just like, yeah, I'm a fucking lesbian. I love it. I fucking love it. And breathe, Zoe, breathe. And that discovered my sexuality, because I realised, yes, I did like girls, but not the kind of girls I thought I'd like. Because my friend definitely wasn't like that, but that was a one-off. And I started to think it was a one-off, which it was, but not in the sense that I liked one girl in my life. It was in the sense that, I don't really know, she introduced me to the whole liking girls, but then I was never going to like another girl like her again. Yeah, if that made any sense. But yeah. I was so sure of myself once I started watching L Word. I met my girlfriend, and she's not particularly girly, and I realised I don't have to be that butch girl, because I can meet someone that does that for me, and I can still be my girly, pretty little self. I'm not like, oh my god, where's my fake tan? But you know, I love makeup and clothes and pretty things. I like shabby things too. Shabby. Yeah, I've also discovered this other person that was in Big Brother in 2010, and she was and she was in the band that literally did like 3 songs, one song that's like official on Spotify and shit, called I need to stop swearing, I'm sorry, it's how I act cool when I'm not. She's called Shabby, and I can't say her second name. So yeah. I guess I will talk about my actual coming out story some other time to my parents, because this is gonna go on forever. But I think I still like guys, like in their appearance. Like, if they're a certain type, there's a very narrow type for me. But I could get into a relationship and we could get naked and I could just cry and never know. I've only been with a girl. I don't know. But I like people for their personalities. So it could be a guy and I really love his personality, but then I'm like, this thing down here is not cutting it for me. Or I could love them. I could love them because then they are them and I love them. made no sense. Oh my god. So yeah. But you just ask my girlfriend, you see like a girl that you can tell that she bats for the other team, and I just start to tingle and shake and go, oh my god, and she's like, sorry, can you stop, because it's making me feel like shit, to be quite honest. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm just one for the not like overly like, I don't know, we'll just have to see, won't we? But Shane, if you're watching this, I love you, and Shabby, if you're watching this, I love you, and I love you, Susanna, and yeah, that's about it. So yeah, I do bat for the other team, but I have very narrow, I don't think I could ever see myself with a Femi, because we would just argue about whose makeup looks better, or whose clothes are better, or whose shoes looks nicer. And I dig the whole fact that you basically get a boy with a vagina and boobs. Let's just put it out there. It's fucking awesome. I'm actually gonna get in a hot flush just talking about it. Okay. I'm gonna go. I'm actually, Susanna and I have discussed that one day we're gonna go into a gay bar and I'm gonna be the Shane. I'm gonna act like a complete and utter confident, cocky bitch. Just for a night and see how I get on, like, picking up the girls. Because I'd love to do that. Just be like, hey, what are you up to? That was really crap, but it takes practice, and I'll wear my little shirt and waistcoat and hat, and I'll just put my hair up or something, and I will tap that. Okay, I'm embarrassing myself, so I'm gonna go. Okay, bye.